Knight f3, the opening move from the world's greatest chess player, Magnus Carlsen. He's playing against Dmitry Andreikin, a 3100 on chess.com, and he absolutely destroys him like he's a little child who just learnt to move the pieces. This is insane. It's titillating Tuesday, early tournament, and wait till you see the tournament standings. So after g6, building the banana hammock, Magnus goes e4, he's given the centre, Dmitry going for this Pierce defence, and now after knight f6, instructive moment already, bishop d3, defending that pawn there, keeping the central squares under lock and key. Just checking my mic's on. Yes, it is. Just made a mistake of not doing that. Bishop g7 now played, coming on to that diagonal, and after both players castle, quick high five in recognition of the king safety, we now see rook e1. Simple developing move, and this is provocative. Knight c6. Keep your eye on this one. Probably the most horrendous knight in the history of this week, because now Magnus pushes. We just talked about weakening squares. Why would he do that? Well, he gains so much time now. Retreats the bishop, now pushes back this pony after e5, a3, knight a6, but not to take it, shatter the pawn structure, give the enemy the bishops, the open b file, the counterplayer's compensation. No, he goes pawn push before that one can become a seahorse. What a move. And this one's now miserable. And just to compound it, Dmitry picks up the second here, plays knight h5. These knights more suspicious than Kramnik's grasp of probability and statistics. What to play here? Well, Magnus explodes the board. What a space gain. Knight f4 comes on the board. Knight c3, h6, and look at this. Magnus just whispers, do you even rook lift, bro? Because it's only a mini one. It's like bicep curling, but on your finger here. And that one's moving into the game slowly. This bishop didn't need developing yet. It's fine where it starts from. g5 now played. Cementos that knight here, but you're kind of thrashing around, attacking with one piece. So bishop e3 played. Now we get bishop g4, but h3, and where's this one going? Are you taking? Fine, no problem. Retreating here. Well, this is a really dirty combination of moves, and not in a good way. Bishop d7, c5, and knight b8. How is that one ever going to re-enter the game? What a miserable piece, stuck on the Etienne back row, and after rook c2 from Magnus, all of his feces now just plowing into the attack, we get f5, trying to explode the board, look for the counterplay, but watch how Magnus turns the game in his favour. And just before we jump to that, a massive thank you to the sponsors of today's video, boot.dev, tripping over my words here. Truly fantastic product. So much feedback so far on how good this one is. Please do have a listen to this one. This is absolutely insane. Blew me away, genuinely. You're looking at the earning potential for back-end developers absolutely through the roof. And the best part is that you, anyone, can get there by pretty much playing a game. And that is why boot.dev is exploding in popularity right now, because they've turned the entire learning experience into something that feels more like a captivating role-play game. And so within less than an hour, you'll have already written an absolute ton of code. It's online, you go at your own pace, and if you ever struggle to understand a concept, then this guy, Boots, a powerful AI bear wizard that's been trained on each lesson, can walk you through your issues by asking you questions and therefore helping you to understand rather than just handing you the answers. So if you've ever thought about coding, then stop procrastinating. Get your hands on the keyboard, learn back-end web development from start to finish in the Python and Go programming languages, and start shipping projects in no time at all with boot.dev. And the best part, if you're thinking about dipping your toe, is all boot.dev content is free to read and watch in guest mode. Then the paid membership unlocks hands-on coding, AI assistance, progress tracking, gamification, making the content immersive. And if you click the link in the description box, use my code EPICCHESS, then you get 25% off your first month and even your entire first year if you choose the annual plan. So Magnus plays here, bishop takes on f4, and it's a really tough decision to now make. because if you take with the G pawn, not played, we go to the back cave, then you can play bishop d3, and whether you force the capture or wait for it, we're heading towards something similar, which is this light squared blockade, no pawns running here on the king side, no attack, and therefore white's got a free hand over here, and you're just getting killed. So we come back, this one took, but now e5 is the central thrust. Something's gone wrong when white's got a trio of pawns on the 5th rank after move 19. So takes was played. Now knight recaptures, hopping into the game. If you hadn't taken, by the way, tried g4, well, e6 came, and then even e7. It was just really horrendous. So rook e8 now played, double attack on the knight. So rook ce2, look at that one getting through some yards here, really beautiful harmony. And after a5, desperate for the counterplay, love this now from Magnus. He pushes right through the center with d6, connect 4 for him. He's the real winner, unlocks dinner for 2 with Hans Niemann and Danny Rensch. And after captures, we see the real point from Magnus's move. Because does he take that pawn with his queen? No. He plays the collinear move, queen to d5 check. And if you block with the bishop, looks so natural, pick up the tempo, develop the knight, lovely jubbly. Then there's this awesome line which involves moving this knight out the way. You can go to any square. The point is you're opening the rooks. This is actually the strongest one. And if black executes the threat, then you crash through with check. Queen's forced to recapture. This is how the line goes. If king f7, by the way, then same difference after knight d6 check, defending the rook. But this is the main one, and this is it here, with white being a minor piece ahead. Incredible variation. So that's why we didn't see bishop e6. Instead, the king sidesteps. Now Magnus takes, simple chess, opens the tension once again, so captures on the board, and now the nice in-betweener, the intermezzo, Magnus whispers Zwischenzug once more, hits that king, slides to h8. Now we see takes, queen recaptures, and another very cool move. Rook e6, a self-pin, but a really sneaky, tricky idea. Because not only have you opened the eyes of the bishop now, but if you play the natural knight to c6, then whack. You check, discovery, pick up the black queen. So that's why we see instead takes on b4, trying to open up the rook like this. What a horrible knight on the back rank. And now bishop d3. Magnus doesn't even bother moving this one. He just threatens mate in 1. So king g8 is played, and now pick your poison. These are some of the winning moves here, the ways you can carry on the attack. But Magnus doesn't select any of them. He goes queen d5, given the double exclams of, I was about to say doom, but that's what we would say for double question marks. Double exclams of something, please help me out. Been a long day, I'm here away with work. And after king h8, we now see rook takes on d6. What an outstanding move, because after the queen moves away, or outstanding attack I should say, we now see check played. The rook can't participate in the defense, so bishop f8, sliding back, forced, and queen f5 shuts the trap here. There's a double attack on the bishop, you're about to win it. You can't participate the knight in the defense, then you simply drop a rook. And if the queen ever moves, check, you sidestep, but there's a mate threat here. So resignation, not premature. This the final position, and this the results of the tournament. Magnus storming home here, destroying the field. What a tournament from him. Hope you enjoyed this one, and do check out boot.dev. Truly, truly awesome. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a look at the video on screen if you want more epic chess, and I hope to see you again soon. Cheers.